What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This one is one of those delayed videos. I have so many little projects backed up. I'm gonna get to it. Sorry, just apologizing now. I wanted to show you why there was a delay. You know, when you order electronic stuff and when you're doing a project with many different variables, such as this one, and I say project like it's some big thing, you'll see. But when you're doing a little project like this, and everything has to come together in one beautiful little package, it almost never ends up coming together in a beautiful little package. So this ended up being a failed RGBW strip. I don't know if it was the connection here, which this is where I'm assuming, or something with the controller since it wasn't reading the lights correctly. Whatever the case was, I had gotten this RGBW along with the glow mount that I'm about to show you from Classy House Productions. And honestly, the customer service over there is just phenomenal. I'm going to show you what we did. I'm going to give you a little demonstration. Then I'm going to explain basically what I did to do it, and try to keep this as short as possible. And also, I'm going to show you another option in case you didn't want to go this route, which is another pretty cool option. But let's just jump right into this one. So excuse the temporary disorganization in this vehicle, but this is what we're working with here. I thought I'd give you this view of it. So I will post pictures since it's going to be easier to talk about it that way. But if you did see other videos in the past, you'll know that I wasn't happy. So this is the Grand Cherokee mount that ProClip sells. This is the flush base. So a swivel basically attaches to this, and then your phone sits here on this like flat angle. For some people that's cool. For me, I like my ProClip up there, right in my face. It's just easier. I can see what's going on. Don't mind sacrificing an event. I knew I was going to be bagged. I knew for a long time. And again, excuse this. So basically, I took some wire loom because there are, you know, two different wires. There's one for the Airlift controller and there's one for the RGBW. So the plan is eventually to notch something out right here and run it down in there. Haven't done that yet. I'm probably going to do that when this other project takes place, which I'll talk about in another video. But anyway, let's get back on track. So if you saw that one video, what I did was, this is a mount for a Camaro, this little like L-shaped thing. I don't think ProClip was too excited about me doing this because obviously they didn't tell me to do this. I don't condone doing this. Their ProClip mounts were designed the way ProClip advises them to be designed. I'm just that guy that has to tweak things a little bit because I like the custom look. So basically this is the setup. I've got the original Grand Cherokee setup here. Then I took the Camaro mount and I plastic welded this to the original base, so it's perfectly on there. And then I'm going to show you, I had to cut a piece off because this mount actually went up like this high. So I chopped off a little bit here. I'm still going to refinish this down the line. It's not the worst job, but I took this mount, this swivel mount, comes with the Airlift controller from ProClip. So I removed the Airlift controller, then I custom drilled 4 different holes, because these hole patterns are different, through the RGBW acrylic, and attached that onto the swivel mount. Made sure that was a little tricky. And then I took, like I said, I chopped this off, I sanded down the edges all nice so everything's really smooth. I sanded down the back of the screws so that there's nothing you could get attached, nothing you can get attacked with. And as you can see the RGBW this way. When you get this kit from Classy House, the LEDs are facing that way. The way the owner described it to me was that so it's not as like crazy of a lighting experience, but he said that a lot of people flip the LEDs. Now for me, I like a bright option, and I'm going to show you that you can lower it. I do enjoy, you know, being an a-hole. as you can probably tell from many videos. So having that option where it's just going to be like, whoa, crazy lights, yeah, that's the way it is. So I'm going to get in the driver's seat. I'm going to show you the functionality of this and show you what it looks like when you're sitting in the main seat. So this is kind of sort of what you're going to get here. I'm just going to turn the accessories on, show you what we're working with here. So this is what it looks like. Shut the fuck up. So there's an app called Happy Lighting. So once that connects to things, basically you can just turn things on. And now we're dealing with a whole other animal here. I'm just going to run through. So that's on half brightness. Then that's full brightness. Like I said, if you didn't want it to be so crazy, you could dial it down to like that dim. I mean, it's really pretty ridiculous. So there's that, and I can change the colors. So I can go through, again, with this app. You know, I can basically do whatever I want. There's also, you know, the typical thing if I wanted to pulse a rainbow, or if I wanted to do, you know, some kind of discoteca, you know, when you're driving. So it's definitely cool. It's in a convenient place. So while you're driving, you know, you can, you know, see what your setting is. And I kind of like it that way. Plus the best part is it doesn't interfere with my cup holders. And it doesn't really cause much of a issue with the passenger. So one of the main things, all right, I'm having a stroke here. Let's just leave that on red. So one of the main issues with the one that was like flat and sticking out, it's like right in the path of where somebody's knee would be. Now, if you're getting a bigger guy in here, it's going to be a situation, but for my passengers, or lack thereof passenger, because I don't really have any friends or people that sit in the passenger seat. So for me, it's not a big deal. But I think it looks pretty damn cool. And you know what you could do? You want to match, you know, the blues on things. And again, like I said, if it's too bright, you can always dial it down to a manageable view. I think it looks pretty damn badass. We can turn that screen off there. So while you're driving, you got a little ambient lighting situation, and I think it's, in my opinion, at the right view. It looks pretty cool, and it's totally different. Nobody has this. I know nobody has this exact setup. There's no way. There are people that have had this mount, this glow mount in that area, and blah blah blah. And I've definitely taken some inspiration from that, for sure. That's how we all do our mods. But nobody has this identical setup. There is no way. There might be after this video, but there's no way right now. And that's what I like to do, guys. This is what I like to do. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I appreciate you for coming by again. Hopefully I can stop being lazy, start pumping out these videos. I've done quite a few mods. I've just been so busy with getting my job back on track and all the stuff with this pandemic and all the mods that were on hold. We're clearing spaces. We've got a lot of stuff going on. The Hawk has been going through quite a few changes. There's quite a few more changes coming. I'm going to do a lot more videos. I promise I'll do my best. I'll see you guys in the next one. Actually, I lied. Real quick, I wanted to show you something. So this quick product, this was another company, Camberwell. So this is an exact fit for the Airlift remote. It's all 3D printed, and they do have extensions, because for me it didn't work, and they sent me out extensions, but you know, I as much as I liked their product, I ended up going a different route. This goes into the cigarette lighter, right? So you can basically just plug that in, and obviously they sent extensions out, so this would come out more and it would just sit. So, you know, obviously the one I ended up with is going to be the best for me, and to keep this clean look. But that is another option for you Jeep guys if you don't want to do this mount. But yeah, that's it. Again, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you guys soon.